What is dopamine dressing? Isn't it about feeling absolutely amazing? It's about how you dressed, it's how you're feeling. What is all this hype about dopamine dressing? Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that gets released through the brain into the body, which actually gives you motivation and makes you feel happy. What it does is it actually gets the whole vibrations on a higher level. You're in a much higher vibe. You're feeling better. And we all know when we feel better, what do? We're more confident. And when we're more confident, we step out of our comfort zone in small little steps, and we're growing all the time, which makes us feel more confident. Our self-worthiness grows. It all starts off with the way that we dress. We all know that first impressions count. We also know that our way of dress is an extension of our personality, our character, or the character we want to take, we're presenting in the way that we dress. If you like this kind of content, it's all about your self-identity, self-image, your style. It's about uplifting the way that you think, that emotional intelligence. It's about manifesting transformation. It's about you stepping in to be your best version. So if you like this kind of stuff, please don't forget to press the subscribe button down below. My name is Tania Sutherland. I'm a spiritual fashion designer, a transformation coach with over 36 years experience of helping you to step into your true identity. But al die Suid-Afrikaners, moenie vergeet asseblief, druk die rooi knoppie daaronder. Ek sal dit baie waardeer. Ek stuur baie groete en baie liefde. Soon, soon, soon. Let's get started. Dopamine is like a reward system. When you've achieved and done something, you get this sort of boost of neurotransmitters flashing through the body, making you feel amazing, that you know that you've basically, achieved something. You feel absolutely great. And isn't that a beautiful state of emotion to be in? Dopamine dressing is about you wearing bold and bright colors. But for those that are introverts, you don't have to wear the very bold colors from head to toe. You can basically accessorize with them. Or you can wear a less saturated and toned down color of a strong color, of a bright, bold color. The next thing would be the enclothed cognition theory. Just like with NLP life coaches, we talk about cognitive behavior therapy, which is to do with your inner thoughts, your emotional state, your limiting beliefs, your underlying anxieties and fears, as well as your mood symptoms. I can recall when I was still a fashion designing student, I was a full-on punk, and I wore a lot of black and red. Black was my dominant color in my wardrobe. If I went shopping, it would be black, black, black. And I didn't realize back then that I was quite rebellious. I was going against the system of, women being suppressed, and I was like wearing the black, and I was determined to express myself, to be a glamorous punk. People would stop me in the streets and either pray for me, or they would call me the weirdest names, because I was not fitting into society's way of dressing, but I was expressing myself. Anyway, I had to get through that. I thank goodness our identities and our styles change. When I started working as a fashion designer, I could still look like a punk and dress like a punk. It was kind of normal for fashion designers to be very creative. But as my position got more serious, and when I became my own boss, opened up my own business, I realized that I had to shift away from the black. So color can either bring back an experience, a trauma, or a desire, or a happy moment for you, that you will find that you kind of connect to a certain color, that you almost like a magnetic calling to a certain color that you actually like. Now that I'm a lot older, I try to avoid black like you cannot believe it. I am determined to just have color in my wardrobe for two reasons. The black reminds me of how I look back. I can actually look at my limiting beliefs. I made some shitty decisions when I was younger, and I didn't realize I was angry with myself because I made those decisions. And it was definitely a form of depression, because I found that I was stuck in that anger. Black was also a color where it was almost unapproachable. People found me quite intimidating and wouldn't approach me that easily because of my dark color, whole punk aesthetics that I had put together. I can definitely laugh now looking back at the way I dressed, but it was part of me growing up, expressing myself, finding my identity through my fashion, through my styling, and part of being a creative being. So that was my own limiting belief. My limiting belief was that I was so angry with myself that I felt that I couldn't trust myself making decisions. So I was kind of pissed off with myself. So now when I see black, I think that just comes back in a flash in my mind. So I made a conscious decision a few years ago to bring in color into my wardrobe. And I can tell you the transformation it's made in my complete demeanor. I became softer, more feminine, more approachable. A lot of things shifted around me. So let's look at the enclothed cognitive behavior. Colors definitely affect our psychology. Just talking about the black, how that made me feel. And when it's winter and you look around, a lot of people are wearing a lot of dark grays and, blacks. It looks kind of morbid. But when you see someone wearing maybe a beautiful emerald green or cerise pink or bright red or an orange, immediately they stand out. The color's vibrant. It kind of makes you want to smile at that person or even, reach out and compliment them how amazing they look because they're wearing something colorful. And sometimes we'll wear clothes that we're trying to hide behind our clothes. In other words, you might wear clothes that are totally unappealing, very unattractive. You don't want to be noticed. But at the same time, what message are you sending to yourself? That I am not worthy of attention, affection, love, or prosperity, or opportunities. So be aware of what kind of clothes that you're wearing, and your clothes could also be your armor. So be self-aware of what your clothes are doing for you in your current wardrobe. Limiting beliefs and underlying fears that you're carrying through in your clothing. Cognitive behavior therapy is a lot to do with your mood symptoms as well. So if you are more self-aware of your moods, you might find that certain days of the week you got a hell of a dip and you don't really feel absolutely motivated and like inspired and energetic. Just you have one of those days, it's an off day, and it almost becomes like a cycle, like the blue Monday, and yet every Monday you kind of feel crap. So why not shift that and change that? So by becoming aware that you have this low energy drop on a Monday, tell yourself Sunday night already that you are going to have an amazing day on Monday, and really think about what outfit you're going to be wearing on Monday to make you feel a lot better, to uplift your energies, to increase those endorphins into your body. Confidence and energy. When you wear certain colors, you can actually feel how you feel radiant, you feel beautiful. People notice and reach out and compliment you and smile and actually give you a smile, like a knowing smile. They approve, they like what you are wearing. It makes you feel good because you made the effort. You put to groom yourself from your head to toe to make sure that you're stepping out into the world looking good and telling the world as well as yourself, here I am, I'm open to opportunities, I'm worthy of abundance in my life. If you look at the color spectrum, every color has a different meaning, a different type of energy. It represents something. So color can definitely enhance your energies as well as drop your energies. So if you want to, you can test it yourself by wearing black, for instance. Wear black all day and then try for the next few days after that to wear bright colors. And you yourself can determine the test that you've done, the different energies and vibes and feelings that you are feeling just by the different color that you've put on. Think about it. If you had to be put into a room that's painted completely black and very, very dark, sort of gloomy colors, and I put you in a room that's got beautiful, bright colors, how would you feel after a few hours? The dark room, you'd probably feel quite depressed, moody, just feeling down, feeling all those negative emotional sort of state of mind. The bright colors, you immediately feel totally different. The exact same applies with the clothes and your mindset. Even the type of clothes we wear also affects our kind of energy that we have. So when you wear something more structured and more tailored, you kind of feel more professional, you feel more productive, you kind of feel a bit more put together, and you feel that you're a little bit more serious because you're more focused in what it is that you need to do. The opposite, when you're wearing more soft, loose, flowing clothes, it could be that you want to chill, you want to relax, you're more comfortable, it's more of just sort of toning down, just by different types of clothing. I mean, you know, when you see a doctor in a white jacket, you immediately know that's a doctor, and automatically you've got this like respect for this person, because you know this is a doctor who saves our lives. And all he or she did was put on a white jacket. Don't underestimate having clothes that fit you absolutely correct on your body. It is important to have a best friend that is your tailor or a seamstress or a fashion designer who designs your clothes for you or alters and tailors the garments to fit your body correctly, as well as the proportions that you are wearing your clothes are not wearing you. It's all about the confidence. It's all about releasing the endorphins, that oxytocin, the serotonin, all those neurotransmitters, all those hormones released in the body that are happy emotions coming through. Wrapping it up, it's all about the psychology of color, the psychology of clothing. It's how you invest in buying clothes that suit you and that are colors that uplift you, colors you know that you can wear that makes you feel good. Behind me on my rail, here are the 7 chakra colors. As you can see, there's different tones and different saturations of the colors. The exactly same can apply in your wardrobe. You can look at colors. If you feel bright colors are too bright for you, you can always look at a color that's slightly more toned down. But color is definitely something that works inside our body as part of our aura, part of our chakras, our meridians. It is all in us. Color can help you step up to another level on an emotional as well as a physical level. It definitely is going to boost your self-confidence. So why the hell not wear more color?